Last timer on Diana Games Through Time. We looked at Lemonade Stand from 1979 on the Apple II, which was a business simulation game that had Diana and I running our own lemonade stand while trying to make as much money as possible. The game only displayed graphics during the title screen and weather reports, so hopefully future games will have graphics that we can actually interact with. Welcome to another episode of Diana Games Through Time. In this series, Diana will play a PC game from each year starting in 1978, moving forward to modern times as we watch the graphics and complexity of the games evolve year by year. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at Space Invaders on the Commodore PET. The goal here is to shoot as many Space Invaders as possible while dodging their bullets. Will Diana manage to survive the invasion? Keep watching to find out. So here you are with Space Invaders, but this isn't the original 1978 arcade version. This is the completely text-based version released in 1980 for the Commodore PET. Like the Apple II computer, the Commodore PET was also released in 1977, but it was definitely behind in the graphics department, considering the fact that, unlike the Apple II, it had no graphics mode or bitmap support. So prepare yourself for a fully text-based Space Invaders game. Notice he took away the plav and he made it a play?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what it looks like. Now, before you start playing, this is just the computer playing.
Okay.
What do you notice?
That's really quite interesting. When you said text-based, I was getting worried. I was thinking it was going to be like the first thing we did. You know, there is an oddly shaped object coming down from the sky and it is exactly 2 from the left.
And so
what do you do?
Move left, move left.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like that. But, yeah, this is different text-based to what I thought.
So it's 4 and 6 goes left and right, and A is shoot. Okay, here we go.
Oh, no. No. Oh. Oh, wait.
You're shooting through your shield.
I used to play Space Invaders as a kid, actually, and I really liked it.
You used to go to an actual arcade to play it. Well, like, you used an arcade cabinet, right?
I got it again. Yeah, I did. I went to an arcade. Mum used to give me $2 or something, and then I used to cash them in for the 20-cent pieces or 10-cent pieces, whatever it used to cost.
Yeah.
And I used to play. Oh my gosh, it was so fun, and you felt as if at the time it was just so exciting. You felt could things ever get more exciting than this? But obviously they did. Just look at Fortnite.
So my question before was, does it look text-based to you?
No, it doesn't actually.
No.
I mean, it's highly pixelated, but I wouldn't say it's text-based.
So basically,
I was thinking of like there'd be each Space Invader would be made up of a whole lot of X's or that sort of thing.
So basically, if you look closely, the aliens are shooting dollar signs. So they're actually shooting literally dollar signs.
I wish they really were shooting money. I'd be collecting it all.
And you'll even notice some of the aliens, like the top row, have X's. They're made up of X's and then like little graphic type things.
And Y's.
Yeah, and the rest of the aliens are made up of various text characters in a character set called PETSCII, which is, it definitely feels like sprites, but I can assure you they aren't. I've got the PETSCII, like the text characters all up on the screen, just for everyone to see, but basically they're almost like little graphics blocks, but they're not really. They're characters. Yep. Yeah, you can shoot their things. I know it's hard to play while I'm chatting away, isn't it? But anyway, this basically what you're playing is just a bunch of text characters moving around on the screen, pretending to be graphics. And considering here, we actually...
Well, let's say this is a lot more fun and adventurous than the other first Adventure. So-called game, yeah.
But at the same time, it is very repetitive.
It doesn't matter. This is what they had back then. This is bringing real memories back for me.
Oh, you get a bunch of points if you get that.
And I remember too when we used to go on a cruise ship for a holiday. My parents used to take me, and I was like 9, 10, 11, that sort of age. And I remember going to the youth centre, which was this little room they had for the kids, where they had all these activities. And Mum and Dad used to give me, some money that I used to then go and put it in the actual, like, I used to play pinball, the pinball machine thing, and I used to play Space Invaders, and there was this driving one. I wasn't interested in the driving one, but I was interested in, that one's too close.
Yeah. So a little bit of a tip. Do you notice when the aliens go, they go to one side of the screen, then they go lower, then they go to the other side? If you actually get a bunch of them in a row from the side, you get them smaller rather than getting the middle ones. Get the edges first, because that way it makes it take them longer for them to go down. So focus on the edges this time. Try and get the edge ones. Basically, this video will end if you can successfully kill all the aliens. And if you can't, I'll just do it. Talking about... graphics now. You don't have to say anything. I'll just talk and explain to them this. Right now, we've only got 2 colours on the screen.
Yes.
So this is very simple. We've got green and black. It's definitely a downgrade from the graphics we saw in Lemonade Stand. Although due to all the movement on the screen, because Lemonade Stand had more colours in it, obviously, but there's so much movement on the screen, and the illusion of these little aliens feeling like sprites, even though they're just text. I'm sure you'll agree this game feels more advanced than Lemonade Stand.
Oh, yeah, it does. But Lemonade Stand used to be fun, but I don't like it anymore.
Okay. So I'm going to now try and help you.
They're awful now. They're all plotting against me. You must have done something to make them extra hard.
No, I'm not. This is what
Don't say it's
is on the Commodore PET. Sorry. Yeah, you've noticed the thing, because they can't go down until all of those aliens get to the edge of the screen. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
You can only have 1 bullet of yours on the screen at once. So once you've killed an alien, you know, you get your bullet back. You went side to side and then back into it. That's it. You run out of lives. You're determined to beat this, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see if you can. Yeah, so you notice once your bullet has hit them, you can shoot again. Watch out. Oh. See, they can't go down till they hit that side of the screen. So you're going to be pretty much safe if you can get them all in this row. Watch out.
Oh.
They get faster.
They do get faster.
The less of them, the more of them you kill, the faster they get. Okay, this is your last life.
No. Oh.
They have so many bullets they shoot.
Wait, I just want to shoot that thing.
Remember, this is your last life.
I
Don't lose it.
know. Don't talk. See, you talk.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's how many you had left. 9 Space Invaders
do
left.
It again now.
Are you addicted?
Yeah. The other thing that I loved as a kid were those little Game & Watches. They were little Nintendo Game & Watches, and whenever we went on holidays, Dad used to always buy them duty free from overseas, and they used to be much cheaper than here in Australia. And I remember Donkey Kong Jr. There was...
It's hard to talk while you play it.
Yeah, it is. There was Mickey Mouse. There was, what were some of the other ones? Parachute and all those games.
What I'll do is I'll do a no talking. I'll cut out some of the beginning of this and see if you can win. Don't talk, don't say a thing. This requires concentration.
Yeah. I think when you grow older, your reflexes aren't as good. I don't know how I did that.
2 at once, and then one came out and got you.
I don't know how I did that.
But this is the best text-based game you've ever played.
Yes. No. Oh no, it's not over. No. Oh no. No, don't be bad.
It's really annoying when your bullets miss them, because then it takes so long for you to get another bullet.
Don't be bad. Don't be bad.
You might want to get that one at the edge of the screen. last life.
Go away!
You just dodged too so well.
Go away! You got me! See, because you're laughing.
Oh, God.
No! Oh, that one's bad. I don't like him. Oh. No!
It'd be easier if it was the arrow keys. Okay, there you go. You've got them in a way where it takes them a long time to go down now.
Go away. They're too close. Go away. They're too
Your
close.
last life now. Your last
No,
life.
don't say that. Oh. See, because you said that. Okay, again. He's a bad one. Oh, no. Gotta get you. No. Oh. Oh. Oh, you are so stubborn. I can't even see what I'm doing. Oh, you stubborn bad thing. Got you.
Maybe focus on the lower ones now.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, go. Come on, no, don't be bad, you're going fast. They're going too fast.
Okay, you've got one life left.
Oh, no, don't say that. Oh, I said because you said that. They just stay still and stop shooting. That's the next Space Invaders I'm going to make. They stay still and stop shooting.
Imagine if you had to pay 25 cents every time you wanted a go of it.
No. They're bad. Oh, I'd be broke. Oh, the music is even going faster.
Yeah, it does.
It's really scary. No. Oh.
Your last life.
Please, don't say that. No. That was too scary.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No. Tears are coming out of my eyes.
Just the game.
I know. That's 2 minutes. That wasn't fair. Oh.
That little one at the bottom.
I don't like that. Little one at the bottom. No. Oh, bad thing. Oh.
Now that was your last life.
Well, I'm getting 3 more.
You would have lost so much money to this game.
I would have. Just as well my parents didn't go broke with it. I think they only just gave me a set amount, and if I used it, I used it. That was it. No. Go.
Okay, there's not many left and you've got all lives.
Oh.
No, you've still got 2 lives
No.
left.
Don't talk. Ridiculous.
Okay, so that
Crying now.
was Space Invaders. Anyway, you've so far played games from 3 genres.
Yep.
Okay? You've played
Moving so
a
quickly.
text-based adventure, which was Adventureland in 1978.
Yep.
You've done a business simulation game, which was Lemonade Stand, and now this
Let's
game...
just say this raised my heartbeat the most.
Hey, remember we were talking about games eventually going to scare you one day? I said, would you ever, in Adventureland, would you ever get scared by text on a screen? And you specifically said text on a screen
Wouldn't scare me, but
me.
if I was 5, maybe the thought
Yeah,
of it.
well,
yes.
text on a screen has just scared you.
My hands are shaking. Look at this.
Well, you did it. I'm actually quite...
I did it. See?
Yeah, I'm happy that you did. I thought I was going to have to do it at the end.
No.
This is how it's done.
No,
Anyway.
I showed you how it's done. That's it.
Anyway, you've tried 3 genres,
Mm-hmm.
text-based adventure, business simulation, and now this game, which is a fixed shooter and also a shoot-'em-up game.
Yes.
What's your favourite genre so far? Do you think business simulation, text-based adventure, or
Well, I used to like
shoot 'em up
Lemonade. I used that used to be my absolute favourite game, and I went so well in it. But they've rigged it now. It's changed. They've done something to it, so it's different.
Okay.
But this is now my favourite. I don't know whether my heart can take it anymore.
Yeah. I'm not talking the game, though. I'm talking the genre.
Well, had I won in that lemonade thing, I would have said that was my favourite.
But it's not based on if you win.
Well, it is based. It's a satisfaction of the game.
Your goal isn't to kill all the Space Invaders. It's to get the highest score as possible. So you got 800 points in that. You'd verse someone else, and someone might kill multiple waves of Space Invaders. I might kill 3 waves.
Well, don't worry about it. Don't even try.
Yeah, I won't even try because I know I'll win.
In fact, you won't.
Well, actually, remember I did Gaming Through the Ages. This is actually the exact game I played for 1980 on the Commodore PET in Phase 2. And I got 2,230.
No, you didn't.
I actually did. You can go and watch the video if you want, but it's pretty cringy, so don't watch it. But I did beat you. But anyway, just last question now before we finish up this video. In regards to how much time you get out of these games, Adventureland definitely had more to explore. So if you were to beat Adventureland, that would take a lot longer than to kill all the aliens in this game. Would you agree?
Yeah, it would. It would.
But Space Invaders also feels more replayable. I mean, if you beat Adventureland,
this one's quite.
Could you beat it again?
No. Well, no. Yes, you.
Well, you wouldn't.
You could because you'd know where everything is.
No, but
it would be boring.
Would you have the desire? It's not replayable.
I wouldn't have the desire.
So, in other words, you've only got the desire to play that once. Yet this, because of the high score system and competing with friends, you could play this over and over again. Yep. So what game do you think you'd get more value for money out of? One that takes longer but isn't replayable, or one that's very quick but very replayable?
Quick and replayable.
Okay, well there we go. So that was 1980 on the Commodore PET. We'll see you next time in the next episode with 1981.
Bye.